Okay, I'm really freaking mad because this is my third time recording because my mic won't work, but this time should work. Okay, I know I haven't uploaded in February, but we're uploading now, and this is going to be my Skyrim mod list because I might want to make some Skyrim videos in the future. And this is my mod list, but first I want to get some things out of the way. This mod list requires a good PC to run. But if you disable a lot of the NPC and graphics mods, it shouldn't. And it's also non-lore friendly. A lot of the mods are not lore friendly, but some of them are. And the images are from Google. They aren't mine. And you can find all these mods on the Nexus. Now, here's some things that I need to get out of the way. First, I use old Skyrim with all 3 DLCs installed. I use SKSE, and I sort my mod list of loot. I also clean my master files with TES5 Edit. And I use Beth INI to change my INI files. And the essential mods I use is FNIS and JC containers, Papyrus util, and UI extensions. They don't really change that much, but they are required for this to work, along with unofficial Skyrim Legendary Edition patch, which patches a lot of the bugs, and Sky UI, which changes the UI. Those are both required. Race menu is not required, but it changes the race menu to be a lot better. Skyrim Project Optimization makes the game run a lot smoother without changing anything that you'll see. Safety Load and SSME basically keep the game from crashing a lot. And yeah, those are my essential mods. This list will be sorted by category, so let's just get into the first category, which is graphics. Okay, the first mod is Noble Skyrim. It's a texture mod, but unlike most texture mods, instead of just making the textures better quality, which it does, it changes the textures a lot, and it makes the game look very different. It has a very different feel, and it looks a lot better. And yeah, you'll have a different experience looking at the game with this mod installed than vanilla. This next mod is Enhanced Texture Details UV Tweaks, which doesn't change the textures, but changes the texture maps, which will make the textures look a bit more 3D and really helps the graphics of the game a lot. The next mod is Gecko's Dwarven Ruins, which changes the textures of the Dwarven Ruins to be very high quality. This is Gecko's Nordic Ruins, which changes the textures of the Nordic Ruins to look a lot better. This is Better Shaped Weapons, which changes the models of the weapons in Skyrim to look better. This is Osmodius' texture pack, which changes more of the landscape, while Noble Skyrim changes more of the architecture. Pastel Map Markers is a mod that adds color to the map markers in Skyrim. Ruins Clutter Improved changes the models and textures of clutter in Skyrim to look a lot better. Skyrim Flora Overhaul changes the flowers and other flora of Skyrim and adds them and changes the textures, and it makes the wilds look a lot better. Enhanced Camera changes the camera so that you can see your character while you're playing the game, and it makes it seem like you're actually looking from your character's eyes. Simply Bigger Trees increases the size of the trees in Skyrim. SMIM, or Static Mesh Improvement mod, changes the models and textures of a lot of static objects in Skyrim to make them look amazingly better. Verdant adds grass to Skyrim, which really increases the overall look of the game in more ways than you would expect. Windsong makes characters in Skyrim look a lot better. And this is our last graphical mod. Next we will be moving on to immersion mods. Alternate Start makes it so that you don't have to sit through the intro of the game every time you want to play, and you can jump into the world of Skyrim as many different starting characters. But you still get to create your own character, you just have different backstories. It's a needed mod. I cannot play without it. Character Creation Overhaul adds a lot of different RPG mechanics to Skyrim and lets you start out choosing the path which you would like to play as. Custom Family Home allows you to move your family anywhere in Skyrim, which is needed when you have custom house mods installed. Enchanted Arsenal makes it so that when your item is enchanted, it actually looks really good. Faster Horses increases the speed of horses and makes horses a much better way of traveling in Skyrim. Holidays has the NPCs of Skyrim celebrate different holidays in the lore of the Elder Scrolls. Know Your Enemy is my favorite combat mod out there because instead of changing the AI, it adds resistances and weaknesses to the different creatures of Skyrim so that different weapons will work effectively against different creatures. My Home is Your Home is like Custom Family Home, but for followers. Moonlight Tales Essentials makes being a werewolf a lot better, and you can change the appearance of your werewolf, and you can also become a werebear. One with Nature allows you to customize which animals attack you, which ones help you, and all that, which increases immersion for a character that would be good with nature and animals. Open Civil War makes the Civil War like it was intended to be, and allows you to attack each city, and basically makes the Civil War a lot funner to play through. Relationship Dialogue Overhaul makes talking to NPCs a lot more natural. Run for Your Lives makes it so that when NPCs think they can't win a fight, they will run away. And this works for vampire attacks, dragon attacks, and yeah. Skooma Drug Effect is a very small mod that makes it actually feel like you're taking skooma. Sneak Tools makes a stealth build worth it so that you can do assassinations and makes a stealth a lot more. It has a bigger payoff. Thane Weapons Reborn changes the appearance of the Thane weapons to actually look really good. The Paarthurnax Dilemma lets you not kill Paarthurnax and get that quest out of your quest log. Trade and Barter makes trading a lot better in Skyrim and changes the value of items across different areas in Skyrim. Ultimate Follower Overhaul allows you to have up to 8 followers while also decking them out in the best gear and making them a lot better. Unique Weapons Redone makes unique weapons actually feel unique by giving them a unique appearance. Wet and Cold adds a lot of immersion, such as seeing your breath in the cold, rain sound effects, but the biggest thing is that NPCs will dress in appropriate clothing based on the weather. Wonders of Weather is a small mod that adds rainbows, meteors, and rain splashes to Skyrim. Zim's Immersive Artifacts makes using unique weapons a lot more worth it by increasing their power when normally they were kind of bad. Looming Lurkers changes the animations of the lurkers to make them look frightening instead of silly. And this is our last immersive mod. Now let's get into creatures and NPCs. Animalica adds many real-life animals and fantasy animals, or prehistoric, it adds a lot of animals into Skyrim. Beasts of Tamriel adds many lore-friendly creatures and lycanthropes to Skyrim. Diverse Dragons Collection 2.0 adds many different and unique dragons to Skyrim, so each dragon attack feels a lot different than it normally would when you've just got 2 types of dragons. Diverse Skyrim adds many NPCs of different races, so you'll be seeing more than just Imperials and Nords, while still keeping the game lore-friendly, so you won't see, Khajiit Thalmor agent. Doge adds a husky dog companion that you can find in Riverwood. Elvis adds a cat companion that can be found in Riverwood. Immersive Patrols adds it so that the different factions will be patrolling the roads of Skyrim. Interesting NPCs adds many interesting and unique NPCs to Skyrim. Lots more followers adds many different NPCs that can become followers to the game. Organized bandits in Skyrim makes bandits a lot better and gives them different factions that they are a part of. Populated dungeons, caves, ruins adds many more creatures and NPCs into the dungeons of Skyrim. Populated forts, towers, places adds many NPCs to the forts and towers of Skyrim. Populated lands, roads, paths adds many NPCs to the paths and roads of Skyrim. Populated prisons populates the prisons of Skyrim. Populated Skyrim Civil War adds many more soldiers to the Civil War in Skyrim. Sea of Spirits adds many ocean animals to the seas of Skyrim. Immersive Creatures adds many lore-friendly monsters and creatures to Skyrim. And this is our last NPC mod. Next we move on to the world mods. Immersive Hold Borders adds objects and guards to the borders of the different holds of Skyrim, so you know when you're passing through a different hold. Ancient Mausoleum adds a mausoleum player home into Skyrim. Assassin's Sanctuary adds a Dark Brotherhood themed player home next to the Falkreath Sanctuary. Castle Voldmar adds a vampiric player home close to Whiterun. Cutting Room Floor adds much of the content that was cut from Skyrim back into the game. Dragonborn Castle adds a dragon-themed castle that you can obtain for slaying 25 dragons. Dragonstead adds a player home that looks it looks exactly like what the image is. Fahil Alak adds a Snow Elven themed player home in the Forgotten Vale. Fortress in Blackreach adds a fortress in Blackreach. Hilyarkin Farm adds a player-run farm so you can finally become Nazim. Hermit Stump adds a fairy-like player home. Hidden Hideouts in Skyrim adds many hidden player homes. Immersive College of Winterhold completely overhauls the College of Winterhold, making it much nicer to look at. Immersive Fallen Trees adds what I thought was missing most into Skyrim. Sorry for the horrid image quality, I couldn't find a good image. Mixedwater Retreat adds a riverside retreat. Musalift adds a Dwarven Tower themed player home next to Riverwood. Raven's Nest adds a player home near Raven Rock in the Dragonborn DLC, but it's a mod. Silverstead adds a Dwarven-themed player home and estate into the Reach. Better Roads improves the quality of the roads in Skyrim. Skyrim Community College adds a whole new set of master trainers into one place. Tel Moss adds a Dark Elven and Dwarven-themed player home into Skyrim, right next to Hermit Stump. The Drunken Dragon adds a player-run tavern into Skyrim near Whiterun. The Scarlet adds a buildable ship player home that can even travel across Skyrim. Waste Stations adds many new player homes across Skyrim. Windstad Mine adds a player-run mine. Wyvern Rock adds a mountaintop castle. Now on to our quest mods. This is Skooming Skyrim, which allows you to sell skooma and craft it in Skyrim. Become High King of Skyrim allows you to become the High King of Skyrim and boss everybody around, and it also lets you kill annoying essential NPCs while still having them set as essential for default, so a very important character can't be accidentally killed, but you can kill characters that are essential that you want to be killed. Beyond Skyrim Bruma allows you to travel to the province of Bruma in Cyrodiil, but it's in the game Skyrim. Dwemer Tech allows you to master ancient Dwemer magic. Falskar allows you to travel to a whole new land, and the mod is so good that the developer got a job at Bungie. Moonpath to Elsewhere like Beyond Skyrim Bruma, but is by a different team, but it does a similar thing. It allows you to travel to elsewhere, but it's in Skyrim. The Forgotten City allows you to go to a Forgotten Dwemer city. Now on to our item mods. Ethereum Armor and Weapons allows you to obtain Ethereum Armor and Weapons. Cloaks of Skyrim adds cloaks to Skyrim. Common Clothes adds many very high quality, just common clothes to Skyrim. King Crusader Armor adds a very high quality and nice looking armor set. Immersive Armors adds many very high quality and unique lore friendly armors to Skyrim. This is one of my favorite mods and I can't play without it. Sorry for the bad image. Immersive Weapons is the counterpart to Immersive Armors that adds many amazing weapons to the game. Lord of the Rings Weapons Collection adds weapons from Lord of the Rings to Skyrim. Konahik's Accoutrements adds armor sets to the Dragon Priest mask. Left Hand Rings adds left hand ring. Lore Weapons Expansion adds many lore-friendly weapons to Skyrim. Medieval Armor adds knight armor. Playable, non-playable armors adds armors that were not playable in the original game, but now you can obtain them. Plague Doctor Outfit adds me to Skyrim. Royal Armory adds it so that each important character has their own unique weapon that sometimes you can obtain for yourselves. Silver Armor adds silver armor. Staff of Sheogorath adds the Staff of Sheogorath from a previous Elder Scrolls game. Uruk-hai Armor adds Uruk-hai Armor from Lord of the Rings. Crusader Armor adds Crusader Armor and weapons from the Crusades in history. Weapons of the Third Era adds weapons from the Third Era. Now on to magic mods. Apocalypse adds many new spells to Skyrim. Arcanum adds many unique destruction spells. Better Magic rebalances magic in Skyrim, making a mage a much more viable build to play. Elemental Destruction Magic adds water, earth, and air spells to the Destruction School and enchantments and atronachs for them also. Forgotten Magic Redone adds some new spells to Skyrim. Midas Magic Evolved adds many new spells to Skyrim. Fenderix Magic Evolved adds many new spells to Skyrim. Spellcrafting lets you craft custom spells. Staves of Skyrim rebalances staves, making them much better to use. Winter Mist adds many new enchantments to Skyrim. Now moving on to extra. Pocket Empire Builder allows you to build structures in Skyrim. Cell Builder allows changes used with a upcoming mod, Jackson's Positioner, to be saved when you exit the cell. 8 new lore-friendly playable races by Budcat adds 8 new lore-friendly playable races. Engineering allows you to use Dwemer constructs in combat. Hearthfire Extended adds a lot of additions to the Hearthfire houses. Jackson's Positioner allows you to copy, position, and place any item in Skyrim. Kygara adds a playable hyena race. Landlord allows you to buy and invest in businesses. Mannequin Maker allows you to place mannequins everywhere. Fennec adds a playable fox race. Pocket Hearthfire adds Hearthfire items to Pocket Empire Builder. Real Estate allows you to buy and rent out land in Skyrim. Guild Starter allows you to make your own guild. Tame the Beasts of Skyrim allows you to tame and have pets in Skyrim. Tundra Defense allows you to build settlements that can be attacked. Valsark adds a playable wolf race to Skyrim. Forgotten Vale Markers adds map markers to the Forgotten Vale. This is Shadowstar Castle, but I forgot to put it into World, and it's gonna be here now. Go to my Twitch, link in description, and at Martian_cat_. I'm gonna be live streaming there tomorrow, and probably a lot more. And thanks for watching this video. I don't know if I'm ever gonna play with these mods on the channel, but thanks for watching. Bye.